using a multi-billion-dollar firm to run the greatest Ponzi scheme ever in U.S. history. Bernie Madoff by Mark Hill Clark. He was born April 29, 1938 in NYC. Raised in a middle-class neighborhood. For schooling went to Alabama University, transferred to Hofstra University, graduated with POS. Later on, he sets up Madoff Investment Securities LLC in 1960. He used $5,000 earned from lifeguarding and installing sprinkler systems and with the help of his father-in-law. Bernie Madoff founded the Wall Street firm. He actively pursued a presence in the regulatory side of the industry. In the mid-1980s, he was elected to the NASD Advisory Council and served on several committees and task forces. He also served as non-executive chairman of NASDAQ in the 1990s. Madoff is Jewish. His Ponzi scheme was preyed heavily on Jews, destroying the fortunes of numerous Jewish charities and institutions. He was arrested in December 2008 for investment fraud, pleaded guilty to 11 counts of felony. He had masterminded a Ponzi scheme that spanned for more than 2 decades and defrauded thousands of investors of an estimated $64 billion. 5 former high-level Madoff firm employees were convicted earlier this year, 2008, of helping carry out the fraud by conspiring to defraud clients and falsifying records. The Ponzi scheme started with Avellino and Baines. He was examined at least 8 times in 16 years by the SEC, but they never found anything illegal going on. Business went bad when clients asked for $7 billion back in returns, and he only had around 2 to 3 million to give. Also, he was the last person to think would do this since he was very active in the financial advisor. This is a picture of Bernie Madoff with his sons Mark and Andrew. Bernie ruined lives by committing these crimes. Mark Madoff was devastated by his father's arrest. On the morning of December 10, 2010 at 4:00 a.m., he killed himself. Then he quoted, "Now you know how you have destroyed the lives of your sons by your life of deceit." A British soldier killed himself once he figured out he lost his life savings thanks to Madoff. Now to Andrew. He was under investigation until he died of cancer. Him and his brother knew nothing of their father's Ponzi scheme. Once they found out when their father confessed to them about the Ponzi scheme, they went and told on him. Madoff Securities grew famous for its reliable annual returns of 10% or more. He began employing more family members to help with the company. The Ponzi scheme was out of greed. He already had enough money to take care of his family and his lifestyle. He claimed to be employing an investment strategy known as split strike conversion. He kept his company in the dark, even his employees. His firm started in his father-in-law accounting firm in Midtown Manhattan. He was a market maker by matching buyers and sellers who wanted trade penny stocks that were not listed on the big exchange. The first investors were friends and associates. Pay for order flow, in which a dealer pays a broker for the right to execute a customer.